everybody, so today I'm going to do a review of the single column wide margin Bible, which is part of the Handcrafted Collection from Holman. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then stay tuned. So once again, we're going to be looking at the single column wide margin Bible in Black Goatskin, which is part of the Handcrafted Collection from Holman. So it comes in a really nice two-piece box. I really like the packaging on this one. So I'll hold that right there and we'll look at some of these features. So we're going to have a goatskin cover, single column text with our wide margins. We'll have footnotes. It is black letter. We've got a 10.5 font, sewn and edge-lined binding, high-quality Bible paper, our gilded page edges, 3 ribbons, durable two-piece box, concordance, presentation page, and full color maps. This section right there does talk a little bit about their handcrafted collection, which I really like. So it's nice to see some high-end Bibles coming out. So I really like these Bibles. Here is our ISBN number. Retail is $179.99. You can definitely find it for less online. And as always, I will have some links in the description box. And this one, you can also get this in some different cover options as well. The Handcrafted Collection does come wrapped in black paper. It's kind of a little bit thinner of a paper, and I'm not really sure what happened to mine. This Bible here measures out at 9 7/8 inches tall, 7 1/4 inches wide, and it's 1 3/4 inches thick. And I always measure to the edge of the binding. So we can see that we do have a little bit more of a yap than normal. We've got black head and tail bands. We can see our 3 ribbons and really beautifully done gold gilding. The text block is curved, and I love that when they're that way. But really gorgeous gilding and a really strong, durable feeling goatskin cover. It is perimeter stitched all the way around the perimeter, and I really like the grain pattern on this one. And the smell of this one reminds me of like if you were to walk into a Western wear shop where they sell cowboy boots, jeans, and stuff like that. It smells like that, like the leather with the boots and the belts and everything. On our spine, we've got the little CSB True North logo, Holy Bible, Christian Standard Bible, and Holman. And then we've got the tool lines on there. So really a beautifully done cover, and it feels super, super durable. I mean, I don't think I'm going to cause any problems to that leather from my fingernails. But this Bible is gorgeous. When you purchase a handcrafted edition, you will also get this sheet from them. I'll hold that right there in case you would like to pause and read that. Then it talks about the warranty on there. So I always keep this with my Bible as well. So this one does have an edge line binding, so that liner is going to be tabbed up onto the block. We've got our gold gilt line, and this again is just a really nice, thick, durable cover. And we've got the pages here that are stuck together, so the whole thing is pretty stiff there. We've got our presentation page. I like that it's on a satin finish. That way you don't have to worry so much about your writing smearing. We'll get into our title pages, and I really love this deep dark shade of red that they used within the text on this one. I absolutely love this Bible. If you have not watched my visual tour of this one, which is just showcasing the beauty of this Bible and it's set to relaxing music, I will link it in a card to pop up right there. Okay, so we've got our copyright page. So we can see here that we do have the 3 different cover options. We've got the black as well as brown for the leather touch, which is an imitation leather, and then we've got the black premium goatskin. I will link all of them down in the description box. This one was printed in China, and we can see here that it does utilize the 2020 edition of the CSB. Okay, so we've got our table of contents, so all of the books of the Bible. Then we get into the introduction to the CSB, and we can see that they've utilized that nice shade of red within the text, and I really love the way that they did this Bible. So if you've never read the CSB and you pick one up, I would definitely take the time to read this. We've got our abbreviations, and then we get right into the Old Testament. And I like that shade of red, and then we've got like a little flower type design. Just really, really pretty. So then we get right into Genesis, and we've got our single column layout. So we've got that nice shade of red for Genesis, as well as our verse numbers are all done in that same nice shade of red. We've got the translation notes along the bottom. They also are in that same shade of red. So really, really beautiful. I'm going to get you some close-ups on this. So here you can see how nice that shade of red is, and then that little floral design. And then we've got our single column layout. The verse numbers are all going to be in red. This one does have a 10.5 font. So this one is just really easy to read from, and I'm not sure that the camera is doing it justice, because when I'm looking at it with the naked eye, it is absolutely beautiful. The paper in this one is really nice. It has a very nice feel to it. So one thing I'm going to point out is this one does have overcast stitching in this first set of signatures. So the overcast stitching are going to be these little short stitches on the left. So we can also see the regular stitches for the Bible. So that is going to be just the normal sewn binding, but these little short ones that are right next to each other, that is the overcast stitching. So a fantastic binding on this Bible. I love that they used a large print down here in the translation notes, because those are really, really easy to read from. Everything in the layout of this one I absolutely love. So we've got our wide margins. So on our margins, we do have 1 1/8 inch on our margins. And then on our inside margins, we've got 1 inch margins here. So as far as actual usable space, you'd realistically be looking at between 5/8 to maybe 3/4 of an inch of space to use there if you like to write on those inside columns. So if the CSB is your translation of choice and you're a note taker, this would be a fantastic Bible. And even if you can't afford this particular edition, you could always opt for the leather touch ones, and all of those are actually really nice as well. We're going to get in here and we're going to look at our ribbons. So the first ribbon is going to be a black, and it is double-sided satin. Now it's not cut super straight, and the more we get into the center of this Bible, the more we can see how beautiful this art gilding looks against that gold gilt line. Because this one is absolutely gorgeous. I love this Bible. As far as the CSB goes, I think this one right now is my absolute favorite one. Here is the second of 2 ribbons, which is a gold color. So again, double-sided satin. Not the greatest on the cut job on there, but I'm also not going to lose any sleep over it at all. I mean, it's a Bible and it's handcrafted, so we can't expect perfection. Here I'll get you a close-up of the Psalm so you can see the layout. And it's really easy on the eyes with these verse numbers being in red. Our page numbers are also going to be in that same shade of red, as well as the book and chapter. But just absolutely gorgeous Bible. The more I look at this one, the more I love it. I mean, it's just awesome. We're going to get back to the New Testament. We'll see the third of the 3 ribbons. This one is red, again, double-sided satin. Then we can see that we're in Matthew here, and as we flip through, we're going to see that we just have the black letter, so we're not going to have any words of Christ in red. But just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous Bible. The print quality on this one and the paper and everything is fantastic. So the readability, you don't have any issues with this one whatsoever. I'm going to get you a close-up of that art gilding. So that just looks so, so nice. And the cover on this one, it's not super floppy either. It's a little bit stiffer of a leather, and I actually really like that. We're going to get back to the very back of the Bible, and we'll have our table of weights and measures. Now the print on this we've got a nice large print here in the biblical text. The print in the back is going to be a little bit small. So we've got our Concordance, and that is where I would like to make one change, because we've got this nice 10.5 font here, and then really small on the Concordance. So you can kind of see how tiny that is compared to this text here. So I would rather have a larger print back here and have it be maybe just a little bit thicker, because it's not going to make a huge difference on the thickness of the Bible. I mean, I can still read it, but as I age, then that might later become a problem to where I couldn't read it. But it is, the words are done in bold. They are also done in red, a 3-column layout. So if you've got good vision, then you probably won't have any issue reading the Concordance on this one. But considering that's the extent of the thickness of it, I think if they did a larger print back there, it's really not going to make it much thicker. So I don't think anybody would complain about it, because most people look at the readability of their Bible. So we're going to have a few blank pages. So if you wanted to take some additional notes, or maybe do a travel log, or do some prayers back here, you could. And then we get into our maps. Now that Concordance, I did forget to mention, the Concordance is 38 pages. Then we're going to have 8 maps, and I like the Holman maps. They are going to be on a thicker paper. It is a satin finish, and I really love the colors that they use in their maps. So I think that's actually really pretty. We'll see some more stitching here in the gutter. So just a fantastic binding on this Bible. If you take care of this Bible, it's going to outlive you for sure. Then again, we've got that thicker page because that is all stuck together. So nice and durable. Then in the back it is stamped goatskin leather cover. But look how nice that gilding is, and then how that art gilding looks. Just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous Bible. So real quickly, I'll show you the Ancient Faith Study Bible and the handcrafted one, and how the cover on that one differs from this one. Okay, so here we've got the one that I just did review, the wide margin, and then this one is the Ancient Faith Study Bible. So this one here, you can see that's a lot more flexible than this one here. But I feel like this one is probably a lot stronger than this one. So I'm not sure why there's such a difference on the leather or not, but I really like them both. So again, this one is the single column wide margin Bible in the Black Goatskin, part of the Handcrafted Collection from Holman. There is another shot of the ISBN number. I will link this one as well as the leather touch options down in the description box. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.